Alright, welcome back to another video, guys. And today's video is going to be something a lot more different than just car content. This is going to be about if you have a Fiat or a Alfa Romeo or anything, of course, if you guys buy from EuroCompulsion. If you guys don't know, EuroCompulsion is a site that sells parts for Fiats and any kind of Italian cars, really. Back then in them days when I first got my car, I got this box. Now when the car had blown up, this box was in the back of my car, and it had a cracked LCD monitor. So being into this new world of tuning and into cars and everything, I wasn't too sure exactly how to go about this. And basically I didn't know that once this thing is broken, do I get my stock tune back? What's gonna happen? Do I buy another box and they send me the information on it? So that is exactly what I did. I bought a brand new box. So they do give this for 350 bucks. So the box isn't that expensive to tune. You guys know this thing's almost $1,000, so it's absolutely insane pricing. But I'm going to show you guys today, basically, if you had accidentally set this down somewhere and it cracked the screen, you don't know what to do. So before you actually buy a EuroCompulsion tune, make sure that you have this in a nice safe place. And if you do happen to break it, when you do buy the tune and everything is on this box, such as your stock tune, your stock file, the new update, whether you're going pops and bangs like me or phase 2 or phase 3 for power, make sure that you have the box in a safe place, and you're not like me where you buy a second box thinking that everything's on there, that they're going to send it out for you. When you buy a brand new box, they give you nothing. There is nothing at all on this. They don't help you out at all. So EuroCompulsion is a really good site to buy stuff, but they're not very helpful with tuning. They have a whole different emailing system. That's very helpful because they do come back and reach out as quick as they possibly can. So that's cool. EuroCompulsion is really good. But if you guys are new like I am, don't be a dummy head and buy a box and think it's going to work like the old one. So what are we going to do today? Well, I'm going to show you guys how to fix the LCD screen on this. So back then in them days, I used to do phones, and I even painted my PS3 white. Back in the days, I used to take apart electronics, VCRs, TVs, radios, iPhones, iPods. It's kind of how I got into this electronic world. So you're going to be looking at this box. Now, it's a pretty solid box. There really is no screws. So this is where it kind of gets a little messed up. As you guys can see, this is going to be a personal box. No one's going to use it except for me. So what you got to do is you got a little flat head and you pop it in the corner as careful as you can not to dig in there because this is metal. So you pop it in the corner. Now this has no power, so it's a benefit if you touch the metal. It doesn't matter because there's no power to it, only when you connect it to the car. So there's no battery in this. So you pop up in the corner right here. Now if you don't want to go about this, and let's say if you have your stock tune that's on your laptop, great. But if not, and you have it still on the box, you got to take this thing apart. And once you do that, you're going to be breaking the little plastic pieces surrounding the area. So you can see right here by my finger, those little nubs will be broken. And the only way to put it back in, it will be, as you guys seen, I didn't have to put no effort because it will be completely broken and detached from the back. Now you can get some plastic weld or duct tape. Duct tape works best, or even nylon tie, up to you. The box is pretty sturdy, but the screen is not. It's pretty exposed. So after that, you're going to be greeted by this LCD and a blank board. So this is where all the data sits and everything, and all the processing chips, where your OBD2 sensor is at, where it plugs straight into your car. And then of course right here where you can plug it into your laptop. Standard USB port insert thing like PS3. So then you're going to be greeted right here with these little white adhesive stuff. And these are to put the screen in a comfy place to where it is touchscreen, but if you push it, it's not going to go into the motherboard. So after that, you're just going to just carefully take these guys off with your finger, or you can even get in there with an X-Acto knife or with the screwdriver. Carefully rip it off one by one, not applying too much pressure. I will show you guys with the brand new screen afterwards that I'm going to be doing this with the new one. So cross fingers I don't mess up that one, because if I do, then that's another $350 I gotta spend on the screen, and I'm not trying to do that. And then after that, once you get all those little white things off, then you come over here to a 30-pin connector, and you carefully pull it out like so. Don't pull too far. Once it's out, then you can have the whole screen off. So let's carefully jump into taking apart this one right here and plugging the screens back in using this motherboard in probably this device, or it doesn't matter what shell, doesn't matter the shell at all. The shells are just shells. So what matters the most is our processor chip here with the data on there. So let's get into the other device. So like when you take apart a car, it is very nerve-wracking, especially because this is a very expensive box, and $350 is something I don't have right now. So we're going to carefully get around the edges, not to poke the LCD or anything. It doesn't help that it's like 1,000 degrees right now in the house, so it's a little nerve-wracking. Alright, let me see here. There we go. Second clip broken. Follow along the trail like a snail. And let's go down to the third clip. Alright, third clip is broken. Fourth clip is broken. So, taking everything off. It doesn't look like I hit the screen, so that's a good thing. And the little prongs are into the motherboard right here. As you guys can see when I pulled it up, they go all the way through and through to the bottom. So, at least we got that off. It's super nerve-wracking. So now we're just going to carefully, not to poke the screen. Don't do that. If you guys are doing this because you have to get the data off, then just go at the foam. It's foam. It's not going to affect anything. Just nice and slow. You know, just carefully. Only dig at the foam. Nice and slow. Very little, no pressure. Pull away. Don't pull in. Don't go in. I think this will be easier if we get an X-Acto knife. Exactly what I'm thinking about. So cut away. Not towards. Oop, there we go. There's one right there. So the reason why I'm doing this, guys, in case you were wondering, to just kind of cut into here real quick, is that I don't have, once again, a lot of money, and instead of paying $700, $800 for somebody to quote-unquote smog my car, I think it's easier and cheaper to just put the stock tune back on, put the downpipe back on, and call it a day. The Fiats are already way over the decibels from factory, so the car is going to be loud with or without an intake. It just makes extra noises and a little extra power. So yeah, that's why I'm switching on these screens, get that stock tune on the car, and that way I can hopefully get it smogged legally. Legally or legally. Alright, so we have this thing all on display like so. So this little connector, like our pants, we pull it down. And then after that, we slide the LCD right off. And we take our stock board, set it to the side, because who knows? Maybe somebody needs a board and they wet their board. The screen works, the screen works. Yes, you can technically still use the screen, but at most times the LCD does not function correctly. So now we're gonna go outside to the car, and from there we're gonna see if it works. Alright, so downstairs at the car, after a lot of running, we have our cable that they provide with us that connects straight into the device down here. So this is the one that we did the screen swap on, and this is the one that is broken. So I'll show you guys the one that is broken. Let me just connect the cables real quick. Alright, so the cable's all connected. So now I'm going to show you guys what the screen looks like. And if your screen looks like this, you probably have a broken LCD. We're just going to connect this carefully into the back. Boop, like so. And bam, you guys can see right there, it's got a big old ink blot. That's basically because the digitizer on this thing, in English, the little piece of paper that displays everything, is broken. So we're going to disconnect this guy carefully. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. And this is a carpet. There's no metal on there, so it's not going to short anything. This is my leg. I'm not a robot, so plug it right up in there. Now it says OS is loading. Please wait. I'm going to just put the car on right now. Should start reading it. EuroDrive, there you go. And now we should be able to go right here into our tuning, and hopefully this thing has the old tune on there, as they said, guys, as they said. Checking tuning file. Continue with the writing of the file. Yes. Let's see right here. So we have our phase 0 PNB original file and phase 0. Oh my goodness, this is a Christmas miracle here. Let's see here. Going with the original one. Initializing in progress. So this means that my PNB will be taken off of the vehicle. This means that the car will be able to smog, which is super exciting. So this car will be zero tune. Communicating with ECU, preparing to write. Now you could just take this to a shop too and just do it, but unless you have the resources and knowledge. Christmas lights going on and off. Erasing the flash memory, which is totally fine because we have the tune on here. Writing in progress, do not interrupt this process. So I think it's pretty crazy to see all this, but I'm gonna speed this up really quick. When this is all the way done, I'll catch you guys when it's done. Oh, we're halfway there, and it's 1,000,000 degrees outside. The sun is bright. The dash is lit. The screen works. It's a beautiful day. And I am just glistening. I like my Gucci shoes. Now the Nikes. Alright, key on and confirm. So demanding. So I'm actually gonna let the car warm up after all this, guys, and see if it does pop. Probably will. These cars do pop from factory, but find out. So let's disconnect this guy. Turn this bad boy off. Stick it in. Put on the clutch. Some wiggles and wiggles. Go down these windows. There's no AC in this car because I took apart the whole face. But it doesn't look like we have any really big lights besides this one. I don't have TPMS sensors in all these wheels. These are Neospeed wheels. I am sponsored by them. Shout out to Neospeed for hooking it up. And these wheels don't have sensors in them. So let her just warm up a little bit. Quiets down a lot once it's been started and runs for a little bit. But so I'll catch you guys when she's nice and hot. Alright, so got 2 bars of hotness going on. There is no cooling in this car, so doesn't matter if I run it all the way hot. Put the sport mode on, italicize it, just give it some baby revs. Alright, so far no pops, but still really loud. No pops. Stock. Boring, sad, but it's alright. Still has pops right there. Maybe if I take out the downpipe. I know these cars pop from factory, but I'm not too sure. Usually when I hold down the accelerating pedal, when it's decelerating like that, it'll have burbles. But this one doesn't have burbles. So I think I'm fine. Neighbors hate me. Not really, they're okay with me, but I don't think they're okay with the car. We'll find out. Well, I think I'm fine from there. I mean, if I put the tune back on, for sure it pops a lot more. Alright, so back in the house, you guys seen it, you guys heard it. She sounds kind of stockish. And no keys on the bed. So, fix the screen. And that's very exciting. Put it back into a box. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it, it's fine. Something else I want to bring up really quick, guys, before I do end this video. Of course, please like, share, and subscribe. There's going to be more exciting news coming in the next video. But if you guys want a chance to buy this Origins hoodie, it's a legit Origins hoodie. I've only ever punctured it, and I haven't opened it 100%. I will open it when the time comes to get rid of it. But this is a large Origins hoodie from the event earlier this year. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know I have been in back and forth dispute with them, and it took about 7 months to receive this hoodie. Sorry, 6 months about to receive this hoodie. I finally got it, and I no longer want it because of the disrespect. Nobody ever kept me updated. There was no emails going back and forth. I tried to get my refund. They send it out to me anyway. But I have a lot of clothes, and this hoodie I don't need. You guys seen in my previous videos, I kind of just trashed the hoodie. But as always, guys, you know, hit me up in the comments down below, or follow my Instagram, Penny the Abarth, and DM me there. Work something out. I am going to be selling it for $150. I know it sounds very expensive for a hoodie, but it's Origins. So if you guys love Origins and you want a one-of-a-kind limited edition hoodie, hit me up, comment down below. I'll ship it out to you guys if I have to, or you can come pick it up. Let me know, work something out. But as always, guys, stay safe and stay chill.